Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is August 5th, 2026. And I want to share a piece of information that was sent to me by Brother Ben on my channel. A comment on my channel, amazing information. He always brings amazing information. Thank you, Brother Ben, for this information. And then as I got looking into this, I saw other things that I have also connected to this. So I want to share with you a few things. We have an upcoming lunar eclipse on August 28th. And August 28th is a very interesting date connected to Barack Obama and connected to the White Horse at the Denver Stadium. So if we want to look at August 28th, connected to Obama's inauguration or nomination speech at Bronco Stadium, and if we go back to 1975, August 28th, 1975, Bucky at the Denver Stadium was first photographed. We don't know the exact day of the installation or the first event there, but the first recorded photograph and the first date that is associated with Bucky the Stallion or the Bronco at Denver Stadium is August 28th, 1975. Okay. So that could be just one day. Why is that special, or why is it important? Well, it was August 28th, 2008, where Obama received his presidential nomination at the Denver Stadium and on a stage that represented the altar of Zeus, which in the Bible, the Pergamum altar of Zeus in Revelation chapter 2 is called the throne of Satan. The Pergamum altar is the throne of Satan. It is written in Revelation chapter 2, writing to the church of Pergamus. This information is given to us. And the altar of Zeus then was used as the backdrop for the stage, and this was underneath the white Bronco or the white horse of the apocalypse. Now, the interesting connection here between August 28th, 1975 and August 28th, 2008 is 33 years to the day. 33 years. That is the number of Freemasonry, the number of the Illuminati, 33. This is not a coincidence from the day that this statue was first photographed, 33 years. Okay. Now, in 2026, it's 18 years, 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18 years to the day from the Obama nomination. And there's going to be a 95% lunar eclipse. It is going to be a blood red moon because it is going to be 95% eclipsed. And the eclipse, as seen from Denver, Colorado, the eclipse begins at 7:24 p.m. 7:24 p.m. I don't have the screenshot here with me right now, but if you want to look it up, you will see that Barack Obama's birth certificate, although it says August 4th, 1961, the time of his birth on his official birth certificate is 7:24 p.m. 7:24 p.m. This eclipse over Denver begins at 7:24 p.m. Okay, so this is information about August 28th. The White Horse at Denver Stadium, connecting to Barack Obama's nomination and connecting to this upcoming lunar eclipse over Denver. Now, this next piece of information, because Denver is known for its white horses, or for these cryptic horses. And so now we're going to talk about the Blue Mustang timeline. The first one was a timeline of key events in Denver connected to the White Horse at Bronco Stadium. Now we're going to talk about the Blue Mustang timeline from its creation to Obama at the Denver Stadium. Okay, now at the Denver airport, there is a monument, which is a blue horse or a blue Mustang. They call it a blue Mustang, and that is the official name of it, although the nickname has been given to it Blucifer. Blucifer. Now, what happened with Blucifer is that the man who was contracted to build it, Luis Jimenez, he created the Blue Mustang, and as he was building this Blue Mustang that was going to be situated at the Denver airport, he died while making the Blue Mustang. It wasn't just that he died in the process of making it and in the timing of making it. It was the actual horse itself that fell off. As he was making it, a piece of the horse fell off and fractured, I think it was his skull, but he died. I mean, the horse literally killed him. Okay? This is all documented information. It is easily searchable online if you want to confirm any of these details. So Luis Jimenez was working on this Blue Mustang sculpture at his studio in El Paso, Texas. And on June 13th, 2006, the part of that sculpture fell on him and he died. Then the family of Luis Jimenez continued the work. They finished the work, and on February 11th of 2008, this statue was erected at the Denver airport. Now, the official dedication ceremony of the Blue Mustang was not until June 12th of 2008. June 12th of 2008. So the one thing was the erection of the Blue Mustang. It was situated there and installed, but then it was not dedicated in a ceremony until June 12th, 2008. So what I found interesting in this timeline is that for some reason, and they, according to the reports, it was not planned that it was going to be on the anniversary of his death, but it was like one day before the anniversary of his death that this statue was dedicated. Dying on June 13th, 2006, and then it was dedicated on June 12th of 2008. And then we go from June 12th of 2008, it was 77 days to the Obama nomination speech at Denver Stadium under the White Horse. So all of this is seemingly connected. To me, this is all connected because there's a reason why the white horse or the blue horse, the Lucifer horse, had to be installed at the Denver airport before Obama went to Denver, and then there was another white horse there at the Denver stadium, and all of this had to happen for his nomination speech to be done under the symbolism of the horse. Okay, now Denver, I mean, if we consider, I didn't go into this in a screenshot either, I just want to share this, but this is what Brother Ben also said. I'm like, what other symbolism is there in, excuse me, what other symbolism is there in Denver that's connected to the horse besides the airport? And the other thing he mentioned to me is that Denver comes from the name Dan, and it could be connected to the tribe of Dan. Denver, Dan, the tribe of Dan. And this is the tribe of the serpent. This is the 13th tribe that of the 13 tribes that are in the Old Testament, there was 12, and then Joseph's, instead of Joseph, it's the two sons of Joseph took Joseph's place, and the tribe of Dan was eliminated. And so in the book of Revelation, when it talks about the 144,000, and it's 12,000 from each tribe, the only tribe not mentioned is the tribe of Dan, because it's the tribe that's connected to the Antichrist. It's the tribe that's connected to the serpent. So Denver, okay, Denver. And then sorry about that. I had to change rooms. We're over at my son Steven's. Right now we're in Denver. Isn't all of this interesting? Right now we're in Denver. And I'm over at my son Steven's. And my wife walked in and had to change the baby, so I changed rooms here. Okay, so now let's look at a third timeline. Excuse me. Barack Obama, the road to the presidency. Now, if we look at Barack Obama's what do you call it? His announcement. We look at Barack Obama's announcement to run for president, February 10th, 2007. Then we see his presidential nomination speech at Denver Stadium, August 28th, 2008. Then we see election days, November 4th, 2008. And then we see the inauguration, January 20th, 2009. So in this, I saw some connections to the Lucifer and the timeline of Lucifer and the timeline of the Denver speech. Okay, now, so we have from February 10th, 2007 to August 28th, 2008. It's 200 days. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That one doesn't matter anyway. Sorry. Then we have from the August 28th, 2008 to December. Sorry about that. All right, let me start over. Okay, let me start this slide over, and forgive me, I'm not going to be able to edit this at this time, so just bear with me. Okay, so February 10th, 2007 to August 28th, 2008. And then it's 68 days to November 4th, 2008. And then it's 77 days to Inauguration Day. So what are the days that I see that correspond with all of this other stuff? And here I put this slide together that shows that Obama makes his announcement on February 10th, 2007, and 1 year and 1 day later, which is a connection of 366 days, which is another connection to the number of the beast, another connection to the Antichrist. The fact that he made his announcement on February 10th, and 1 year later, and 1 day later, February 11th of 2008, the blue Mustang was installed at the Denver airport. Okay, so there's a connection from February 10th to February 11th. Just 1 year later, the blue Mustang. Then we have the connection from Luis Jimenez's death on June 13th, 2006, and then it was June 12th, 2008, that the blue Mustang was dedicated. And so there's another connection between the 1 day and the other day. It's within 1 day of a 2-year interval. So it's like within 24 hours of this anniversary, 2 times connected to this blue Mustang at the Denver airport. Then we have from the dedication of the blue Mustang to Obama's speech is 77 days. The blue Mustang at the airport, June 12th, 2008, to the nomination speech of Obama at the Denver Stadium under the White Horse, 77 days. And this is also 77 days from November 4th, the election, to January 20th, Inauguration Day. So there's 2 connections to 77. There's 2 connections to February 10th and February 11th. And then there's 2 connections to the death of Luis Jimenez and the dedication of the blue Mustang. Okay, so all of this is, as we're looking at these upcoming eclipses, August 28th is a very important day. It's a very important day in Denver. It's a very important day in a heavenly sign that is coming. And it's going to be a blood red moon. And it's going to start at exactly 7:24 p.m., the exact birth time of Barack Obama when this eclipse happens in Denver. 7:24 p.m., the eclipse begins. Lucifer at the Denver airport and the white Bronco at the Denver Stadium. Both of these connected to the Obama nomination. And there's a reason why the Lucifer had to be installed and dedicated before Barack Obama made his nomination speech in Denver. Connected to the Obama timeline and the similarities in these patterns throughout this. So I just wanted to share all of this information. What I didn't get into here is the murals at the Denver airport. And I know that Barack Obama is in a number of murals, at least one, maybe more. I have to look into it. Again, this has been a while since I've looked at the Denver murals. But Denver was really prepared for to be an underground city in the timing of the tribulation, because there's a complete city, like 1,500 square miles of bunkers underneath the Denver airport. It's all documented information. People can look this up for themselves and find the information. A lot of people think these are conspiracy theories, but the videos have been done. It's all been proven. It's all been shown. And then you've got the murals that represent famine and war and nuclear destruction. And Barack Obama is in a number of these murals. Okay, so there's a lot more information to look into. I'm hoping this video wasn't too long, and sorry about the the interruptions. But I pray you guys are blessed. Have a wonderful day. And we're here until August 10th. So today is the 5th. Yesterday was Obama's birthday, and he turned 65. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing I didn't even say. I'm glad I got to this point in the video so I could be reminded. Luis Jimenez died at 65 years old. This is a huge detail that I was overlooking. I totally forgot to put this in the graphic. But Luis Jimenez died at the age of 65. Okay. Let's see if we have this information. Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't have it written here, but if you look up the information about Luis Jimenez, he died at 65. Obama just turned 65. Okay? Is this a coincidence? It's all connected to Denver, all connected to this being installed just before his nomination, connected to the number of Freemasonry, the Illuminati. So, too many coincidences to think that this is by chance. Okay? So, thank you guys for your time, for listening, and I pray you guys are all blessed. Have a wonderful day. This is Steve Fletcher. Excuse me. A trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.